Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now I'd like to invite you to a general reading that is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching the video, there must be a reason for you to see it. Sometimes you might even encounter it more than once. Well, there are reasons. Let's try to start by looking at the main energy for today. Our main energy is the Page of Wands. Okay, some of you are starting a journey. I don't know if it is an external journey, a physical one, or an inward journey. But it's nice because you are preparing yourself for that journey. In fact, you see here, the Page of Wands is looking at the traveling staff that he's going to use. So it's as if you are in the process of preparing for a journey right now. And I think you are not afraid, just being yourself. Actually, you are excited for the journey because when you look at the page, he's really dressed for that journey. He seems to be ready because everything that he needs, he has a cloak to protect him in case it becomes cold. He has a hat to protect him from the sun. So as if he has anticipated everything. And looking at the wand, for me, he's also not just preparing himself in the physical way, but also in an intuitive way. It's as if he was talking to the staff. I don't know why. Anyway, so for some of you, the main energy right now is preparing for a journey. Now, what can we expect? Okay, you see here, we have here the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Wands seems to be contemplating just before the start of the journey, and the Knight of Cups also seems to be contemplating as he continues the journey. Now, he's not in a hurry, and which is a good thing. I don't know why suddenly what comes to me is, don't be too contemplative to the point that you will miss what is happening around you. There are two ways of becoming contemplative. You can become contemplative to the point wherein you look inward too much, that you close your awareness to your exterior world. That's one. The other thing is you become contemplative by listening to nature around you, to the things that are happening around you, the events that are happening around you. Now, these are two things of doing meditation. One meditation is completely you go inside and you are not aware of the environment around you. Well, I don't think that will be beneficial for you if you are going on a journey. Why? You have to be aware of what is happening around you. I think the more effective way of being contemplative is being aware of everything that is happening around you. And from those things that are happening around you, you are able to discern the messages coming from the Spirit. Now, this is a different way of doing it, but this is the way of the intuitive, I feel. The way of the intuitive is they don't completely close themselves to the environment, but they use the environment in order to be in touch with the divine. They use everything that is happening around them in order to enter the meditative or contemplative mood. And I feel this is the kind of contemplation that the Knight of Cups has. Because as he contemplates on the cup, he also has to be aware of what is happening around him. Because he needs to control the horse, he needs to make sure that when he navigates the river, he will make it safely across the river. So it's more of listening to his heart and at the same time being aware of the environment. The cup can symbolize the heart. So it's like, for example, this event happened, and then the knight asks his heart, what am I feeling? What do I think? How am I responding to this situation? So it's like this one is, he is assessing his environment and then assessing how his being is responding to the environment. So this second way of meditation, I think, is more effective if you are on a traveling mode. Well, I hope you were able to gain something from that. Now let us try to see what the universe, what is the advice of the universe for you. Okay, yeah, for some of you, well, you might meet somebody, you might meet a friend, somebody who is mature and capable of giving and receiving love. Okay, that's one. The second one is this journey can lead to your growth and maturity, can allow you to balance between your positive and negative side, can allow you to attain a certain balance in the different opposites of your being, can allow you to take the middle road in your spiritual journey. So you try to constantly let the events give you the messages coming from the universe. Let the events teach you lessons in life, and maybe let the events give you the answers to the questions that might pop up as you journey, and allow these lessons, these insights, these messages to guide you to spiritual awakening, transformation, maturity. Okay, so the journey can be an inward one or a physical one, or both. I feel it is both, because the Knight of Cups is contemplating inwards, but at the same time also traveling physically. So it can be that way too. So this is our reading for today. I hope you resonate with it, and I hope it has given you some insights that will accompany you, whether it be into your inner journey or your exterior journey. Let us now go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, the card belongs to the Affirmators cards, and it is entitled Ultimate Potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights that I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. Well, when we look at this card, and we try to look also on the tarot reading that we just did, it's the journey that the person in the tarot reading card is, when we look at the reading on the person going on a journey, that person is also on a journey towards attaining his ultimate potential. Because in the end, you see here, you see the Two of Cups, which is a symbol also of maturity, of transformation, of spiritual ascension. So every day is an opportunity for us to journey towards that ultimate potential. The important thing here there is to have that fire of the Page of Wands, and also that contemplative nature of the Knight of Cups. When you are on fire, and that fire comes from a deep relationship with the divine, it's easy to attain the ultimate potential. Why? Because the source of everything that you need for the journey, you are in touch with it. You are in touch with the universe. When you need something, you can immediately say, Lord, I need this. If you have a problem, Lord, help me solve this problem. Okay, so it's like that. So it allows you to live the present moment, to seize the day, to enjoy the journey, and at the same time, you are able to look at things objectively. Just like the Knight of Cups, he is journeying, he's looking what is happening around him, but at the same time, he is also trying to look inside him and trying to see how he is responding to the external events happening around him. So he is not just journeying physically, but also journeying inwards. The journey, there are two journeys occurring inside him and outside him. So these are two journeys. So it's like he chose to live life to the full, to his fullest potential, like attaining your ultimate potential, because not only one side of his life is being lived to the full. He is living his external life, his 3D life to the full, but at the same time also the other dimensions of his life, he is also living it to the full. He is just enjoying the journey, being on fire, enjoying the experiences breathlessly. So I feel this is the invitation for us today. Okay, if we can lead to this marriage of these Two of Cups, which is the marriage of your inner and outer life, you've attained a big thing already. And I feel this is the invitation for many of us today, to try to see if we can bring together into marriage our awareness of our exterior world and our awareness of our inner world. It starts with a simple step. When something happens before you, you ask yourself, what am I feeling with regards to this? How am I reacting to the situation? That's all you have to do, to check immediately. Okay, something happened, you ask yourself, okay, how am I reacting to this one? And then you ask the next question, why am I reacting this way? What should I do? Can I handle it alone? Or I can always ask the help of the divine. It's like that. At the same time also, it's good also when something happens, you say, immediately you ask, Lord, okay, this incident happened, this is how I feel. Immediately you communicate with the divine. That's another thing, which is also much better. Some people might think you're crazy because you're doing soliloquy. But you know what? That is one strong potential that we oftentimes forget. We rely too much on ourselves when we forget, oh, the big boss is with us. We forget to communicate with the big boss, because the big boss has a lot of experience and they see things which we do not see. So if something happens and you immediately say, okay, Lord, this happened now, what should I do? Okay, maybe you can handle it, Lord. Something like that. Okay, so it's an exercise, and sooner or later the exercise becomes a habit, and sooner or later the habit becomes a way of living. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights, hopefully some pointers, as you journey towards your life exteriorly and your life interiorly. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.